Hey, YouTube followers. If it's your first time viewing me, my name is Betty, also known as WitcheryGoddess. You can catch me on Facebook and Instagram. I usually post more videos and post on these forums rather than YouTube. I try to do it different so you don't have the same set of videos on each of these platforms. So I just received my life purpose cards by Doreen Virtue and these Akashic Tarot cards that's on the bottom. So I've been doing it on Instagram. I figured I'll do one more expanded on YouTube for whoever resonates. It's more so as to what's your life purpose. It could be a variety of messages or different avenues of what your life purpose is. You take what resonates. So we have here with the life purpose cards. Children, your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. Talking to your angels instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. And artists, engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and other area of your life. I feel so sometimes in regards if you work a regular day-to-day job, it's always good to be creative outside of work. It's also a useful tool for healing and meditating. Artistic can mean variety of things, but when I see the children here, I got someone at first with the artist. I was thinking artist like, someone that writes because I am a writer myself. When I seen children, I felt like someone is supposed to write a children's book. But along the lines, regardless, there is a factor you play with children because the middle cards, and I can't really make this up, you got the star mother. How can you mother yourself? Like you are a nurturing person. You have the mother energy around you. You have also Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundation, divine plan. It's as if what you are creating for yourself is your life purpose is to leave a legacy like for generations. And what it is that as we start spiritually awakening and transforming, we start to realize that as generations go forward, we're breaking the mold, breaking the mindset of what used to be, and recognizing that we are spiritual beings, not so much more religious, and we're owning our powers and embracing it. So I feel like there's heavy mother energy here. You may be a mother, you may be a grandmother because it's here, I can't make it up. Star mother also is like you're aligning along your purpose because it's like once you align, everything follows. And it's maybe that's why it's telling you trust the niggle, which is that niggle feeling trying to tell you. It's like trust your gut. If it's calling you to a different purpose, it's for a reason. It's like also with this Anna, grandmother of Jesus, I feel like you're recognizing things from your past lives because right here on this card, you see like it looks like the Sphinx. It's like you're recognizing past generations of things that you've done. Now this no here, I feel like that's your resistance, like your fear, because right next to it is big happy changes. It's like those are your doubts and your fears coming forward. And it's like trying, like spirit, your angels is trying to remind you there is peaceful resolutions. We worry about the simplest things. And sometimes we're given these type of tests and situations to show that we can evolve and we can persevere. Now these are the Akashic Tarot, and these still getting familiar with them, so I have to read them kind of intuitively. So we have Intricities and Industry, the King of Scrolls, the Ascent, and the Willow. So when I was looking at this, you may want to form a business or like something in industrial from what I see here with the Seven of Scrolls. The King of Scrolls, he has a scroll in his hand. He's taking the knowledge that he learned to expand. I'm trying to remember if the scrolls in the traditional deck, I'm trying to remember if they're swords or what have you. But what it is like this person is persevering and looking ahead. He has those scrolls open, and he has it's like it reminds me like you have a secret within that scroll, something that you haven't birthed to reality, and it's telling you it's time. See this Ascent card, I felt guided to actually look up the meaning. The Ascent card is basically persevering through the hard work. You're going to drive that mountain. You see, he was rock climbing. And once you get to that final leg, you see everything in a different perspective. The willow tree, it's abundant, it's fruitful. Like, you have what it takes. You see how green the trees are, how vibrant the color of the ocean. It's like you have it within you to change, to do what you want to do. Start trusting your intuition. Start talking to your angels. They always say that your angels are there for you, but they may not actually do anything, in a sense, because if you don't ask, you have free will. I remember reading a passage from Joel Osteen's book one time, and how it said, imagine going through the gates and, being in front of St. Peter, and you go through a door, like the door is your door, right? And this is so many things that you never asked for. They're just there dormant because you never asked. Because maybe you're scared to ask. Maybe you think that you're just content the life you live. And it's like, even with when you look at, think about if you ever read The Secret with the law of attraction. And it's like they say, do you think God wanted you to just see this part of the world? Or just look at just this particular aspect of your life, in a sense that God is source energy, the universe is source, like everything conspires to manifest whatever you desire. And it's like, if all these beautiful things were in God's creation, why don't you deserve to see all these things? But I'm also feeling like here, because there's children and mother energy, very mother energy, and it's as if you play a major role in a child's life. Like, they look up to you, and for some of you, you want to do right by them, is what I'm getting. Some of you, I'm also getting that you may be a grandmother that all of a sudden has custody of your grandchild. That may be specific for somebody. Or like, I'm also getting maybe an aunt or something. And it's like, now you have this responsibility, because now you have a certain connection, and you want to be able to give them something that they never had before. But for others, it's just, you have that, you have that nick, like there's kids that just come to you, and you just have that ability just to help them. And like, your life purpose is through children, whatever that is. Like, I don't know, writing, doing events with children, schooling them, being a teacher. Like, this particular, I guess he's a mentor teacher. If you see, he has like a flute or something. He's walking a line. Maybe he's like a music teacher. Maybe that's specific for someone that works in a museum. I'm getting like, rather the zoo, because of the animals. You help, you're the one that actually does a tour for children. And what it is like, you may think that your purpose, like, what you do is a regular job, it doesn't mean anything. But when it comes to that, you're impacting children, you're impacting the next generation, and that's very important. But you have to come out of these clouds here, being in the dark. You see, it's like also embracing the darkness, embracing the light. You see how she's being illuminated, because probably your third eye and crown chakra is expanding. And you have to let go of these fears. Like, let go of your worries and fears, and pray to your angels, because they're listening. Some of you do have your angels, and some of you, I'm getting, may resonate with the Virgin Mary, because these two have to do with, if you believe in Catholicism or the form of Christianity, this is the Virgin Mary. This is her mother. I mean, this is generational here. I'm wondering if I should pull something else out with what I have here, because I didn't have that many cards on my table. Oh, I do have sorry, because I don't have a recorder yet, so I don't have a setup like I should. We're gonna use the angels tarot here to see if there's anything else. One day I will get it together with my whole setup here. It's under construction. It's funny, we have 2 7s here, so if you may be seeing 7s, it's also 7 could be significant, maybe your birth month or your birthday or something. Let's see. And I'm trying to see if the 7 of keys is the same as the 7 of fire. I wrote that somewhere, what they mean in the traditional. Well, let's see. Some of you are in this aspect of trying to save the world, and it's like telling you can't save everybody. It's like it's trying to tell you choose your battles. You know, there's a way to be on the defense and offense, and I don't even do sports, so that may be specific for someone. Releasing your ego. This is also in a traditional deck a devil card, but this is also releasing the ego. Because this one is trying to tell you, because you know how you have those fears of those doubts, like no, it's not gonna happen. That's your mind. That's your mind playing tricks on you, and it's trying to tell you to trust your insight, trust your intuition, because your intuition is trying to force you to do something else. It says a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. You see what I'm saying? Then we got 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands, or 9 of Fire rather, is being perseverance. It's still through the test of time. You're still going forward, and you're still being, you know, forceful, like resilient, basically. It says don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage. Believe in yourself. Some of you also, it's like when I see the protection, it reminds me like you're trying to protect your children, your grandchildren, like your legacy, because we have heavy mother energy in these cards. It's like you're also trying to protect like your baby, like maybe a business, or like your little program, something that you created is your baby, and you're trying to protect it to make sure it keeps on going and thriving. And we have the King of Air, which is the King of Swords. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. So this one, when I read the card, it talks about being confident, being brave. You know, you got it within you to keep on going. And it's trying to tell you, like, don't get, sometimes they knock a person that's like a King of Swords. King of Swords could be air signs. Maybe you have air in your chart. That's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But meaning it's not even the specific sign itself. You may have that energy. And some people tend to knock that because, oh, like they're assertive, or like they're logical, or they don't tap into the emotions. It's just that they know how to not let their emotions get in the way of what they're trying to aspire. But it's also a reminder, just, if you feel that it's time to make a change, it's telling you trust your gut, because there's more to you of what you're supposed to do on this earth. And you want to do something that fills you with passion and purpose. And, just don't get stuck in the fears of the emotional, of the negative mindset. That's what's really trying to tell you. 7 of Water. A complex decisions that need to do reach a stop. Procrastinating. Okay, so you may want to look at the Instagram post I just posted about with the Angel of Answers, abundance, like waiting on to make a decision. You have to sometimes retreat and don't rush to make a decision. You have to trust your intuition. That was really the moral of that particular reading. But it's like this is also like sometimes like this transformation, this change of like maybe switching careers, or like aligning with your life purpose, or maybe taking on a new project. It is a hard decision, because maybe you also are a mother to children, and it's like you're so used to like having something stable for them, and now this is like a decision, like, do I rock the boat to do this? So it's trying to tell you, like, do your research. Stop procrastinating, in a sense, like, you take time to to take in what you're being told intuitively. Like, look at the pros and cons. And if you feel pulled, then do it one day at a time. Now, I'm not here telling you to change your life from one day to the next. You take what resonates, but it's like, if you're keep on like that keeps coming back to you, like, I want to do this, I want to do that, it's for a reason. Nine of Water. Your wish is coming true. Concerns fade away. Love of life. Some of you fear that you may not have your wishes fulfilled. Maybe you feel like your time has ended. Talks about the battle again. Like, thinking like isn't a wise choice. Learn what you can make. So some of you may have setbacks from before and think like, like, in a sense that, sometimes when you have so many, like, you have failures, you feel like you're going to fail again, and that's just fear-based. But it's trying to tell you, you have the strength to move forward. Forgive yourself is what it's saying. Look at that. Yeah, you have a desire to move on, to do something better with yourself. Because as you ascend to your life purpose, it does emotionally fulfill you, and it even says it's spiritual. Like, it does do something spiritually for you. It puts you in a higher vibration, a higher understanding why you were here, what you were here for. And this is the Queen of Pentacles. Like, you are going to be abundant with these choices, and you fear that, but it's showing you the Queen of Pentacles that you are when you're being creative, when you're being thoughtful of what you want for yourself. It says, deal with challenges in a kind, understanding manner. It is going to be a challenge because we had this ascent card. Yeah, he didn't get to that mountain like, in like 10 seconds. It took time to get up there, and it will take time. But it's like, when you get to that level, you'll have a different energy because you're feeling fulfilled. It's different to just have a job. When you're fulfilled in your purpose, they say the expression, what was it? I just heard it before. Like, in a sense, like, when you do what you love, you don't work, in a sense, like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, in a sense, like, it's not a job, it's what you love, so you're going to enjoy it. Yeah, be creative. This could be like, in a sense, this is also telling you there's something that's coming your way. In a sense, like, pages is like messages, but this has to do something creative. Maybe you expanding and trusting source and being intuitive, and like, like, oh, maybe I should just go to this group, or maybe I should just do this meetup or something, or like, let me talk to her and see what she's doing. It's going to bring maybe a new friendship, a new collaboration, a new idea for yourself, something that you want to do for yourself. And the Wheel of Fortune. It's telling you time for positive change. The standard wheel is the Wheel of Fortune. It talks about abundance, but it's like, it's time to shift the energy, because this is you moving forward, activates the energy, and abundance is on your side. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I think I'm going to close the reading now, because 10s are endings. And this 10 is trying to, and you have Archangel Michael with you. So if you like, and I see a lot of like battles. So Saint Michael is also the one that protects, like law enforcement, or anything you feel like there's any negative entities or energies around you. If you resonate with Archangel Michael or Saint Michael, that is someone you can definitely pray to. I hope this resonates for whoever's intended. Thank you.